So hopefully there'll be some kind of situational comedy, or there already is for the viewers, I don't know, whatever, throughout this day, which we're about to embark on, which will include some sleep and then getting up in the morning and doing certain things. So that's what makes me laugh, situational comedy. Number 4.
All right, back to the cigarettes. Show us what's in your pocket, and are there any stories in?
You can't show labels, so I'll try to like. They are cigarettes, I promise.
Those are cigarettes.
Those are cigarettes.
And I don't approve. I haven't approved.
You've never approved.
I've never approved.
I don't totally approve myself. I mean, I think it's terrible for the environment, and it's also terrible for my health, most importantly. But I will say this: I just got hooked because of like I smoked for a play in college, and then at Watkins everybody smoked except you. Oh, okay, well, we all wanted to be French New Wave geniuses, and we smoked and stuff like that, and I haven't stopped the habit. But in my other pocket is, it's kind of loaded, a wallet with all my information. It's getting stuck in there. A wallet, okay. My iPod, which I'm going to use right now. And I love iPods. I mean, you can get the media, you can get the music that you love. I mean, the way that we can connect with people now, I guess you don't have to be a celebrity, and that's the thing I love. But right now, I'm going to check the weather. I mean, we know it's hot, but we're going to know exactly how hot it is. In Nashville, it is 78 degrees. I hope it's okay to show that.
I had no idea we had new pennies.
That's interesting, Vicki. We do have new pennies.
I had no idea, and I didn't know Indiana had race cars on their quarter.
All we have in the bills are American white presidents. What do you think about that?
I can't wait until
like,
how many years is it going to be before?
Like other countries are way ahead of us on this,
Well, no, I'm excited when Barack Obama's on the dollar.
Yeah, but not just Barack Obama. Let's talk about, I mean, Barack Obama, okay, great, but I'm saying, what about, scientists? What about, women? What about Susan B. Anthony? What about Martin Luther King, who died for this country? Why aren't they on the bill? I mean, clearly we don't live in a post-racial society. We live in a society that is founded by white men who seem to cover up a lot of stories. And it's so important, no matter your sex, religion, nationality, that all of these stories are told. And that's another reason that 2 white men, Peter Gabriel, Robert Redford, have really helped tell the stories of people who are minorities or stories aren't told. But it just hasn't caught up to the currency.
Specific to currency, though, currency is like, it's a symbol of our government.
Right.
It's not necessarily a good symbol. Do you think Martin Luther King would want to be on money? Is that the kind of representation he wants? He's got statues, he's got films, he's got lots of things representing him. I'm not sure money would be the place where he would want to be represented.
Well, I'm just saying, like, from currency, I'm just talking about currency around the world. You've been to Japan, right?
I can't tell you what's on their currency. I know there's people.
See, I pay attention to this stuff all the time.
It's people from history, but I have no idea.
You should totally do this later on tonight or tomorrow.
Check it
Go
out
on the internet and start looking at currency, because I have on my picture icon. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up.
I love.
They can edit it out if
Australia has.
This is the beauty of technology.
I'm not sure if they still do, but Australia had frilled neck lizards on one of their coins, and I loved it.
Here we go. Let me go to my currency. Check this out. This is like a virtual slideshow of currency. Is that a woman?
That is.
Do I see a woman? Do I see the French Revolution with a woman with art? These are things I've thought about. This isn't just. What on the $9 bill? I mean, I guess these are copyrighted, but you'll get the idea. I mean, I don't know. You can't show money.
Is money copyrighted?
I don't know. That's the well, they can edit it out, I guess. But the point is that in other countries, I have proven tonight, there are women, there are scientists, there are these things, and it's just something we don't think about because they're symbols of America to me, and it's important. The currency, I don't even call it money. I call it currency because it represents something. It should represent all people, and we clearly in America have not got with the program.
Especially because like the root word of currency is current? You know.
Yeah.
Do you think it means current as in now, or current as in like a flow?
I think of a flow. I think of it
Probably.
as it's what it represents.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Mount Rushmore, yo. Let's make it's like the four great people of our country get a big monument out in nature. You know, it's like, come on.
Yeah,
It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, it's. I'm sorry if you're a historian or you work for Fox. Anyway, situational comedy. But let's talk about you. We've talked about me a bit, and our other partner Alex is coming, and tomorrow Buck will be here, and part of the team. So I'll be here the whole time. Other people like Ken will be in and out, but he's here tonight. So let's get to Ken right away before Alex gets here. What do you love?
I love people.
Okay.
I love my girlfriend. I love my family. I love my nephew. I love video games.
So people and then video games. So if you had to take people or video games, which would you take?
Oh, I'd definitely take people.
Okay.
You can't have video games without people.
This is a setup for a joke, you know.
I love. I'm just gonna list off some things. I love food.
There's some pizza right there.
I'm not hungry at the moment, but I do love food. I
Get
love,
it, because it's kind of artistic. I put the peppers on.
I noticed it looks kind of like Pac-Man.
Yeah. Film it in this.
Video games.
Yeah.
See? God, I had some things lined up.
See reality when reality comes. You just have to. Did you turn it on? Because this is good stuff.
It is.
Let me go check.
Make sure it's still
Let
on.
me just check and make sure it's on. Like I know, yeah, I told you to press it. Yeah, we're recording. We're good. We're good. I don't want to rush you. We're probably only going to show segments of this.
Yeah.
That would be a cool segment.
I love digital media, and I'll tell you why.
I
Because
love it.
digital cameras and digital photography, I love that. You know, when I was young, I don't have that many pictures of me when I was young. I mean, I've got probably hundreds, but not anything near. We've got hundreds of pictures of my nephew like a day. Because digital cameras, you don't even have to think. I'm not thinking like, oh, that's another 12 cents that's, for the film, that's another, buck for the developing, and that's like photos I'm never going to look at again. I don't care if I'm not going to look at them. But I'm more likely to look at them because they're all right on my computer.
And your story is told, right? Like, I mean, the story, my parents are getting up there in years, and like, their story, they're taking all kinds of photographs, and I can't wait to look at those photographs. And, once they pass on to a better place, I can't wait to look at those photographs and really remember this is where they went. I don't appreciate them right now. But with the internet, with all these things, we can share our stories. And I know part of this project, they said, the stuff we're talking about right now might be a whole lot more interesting than, say, these blockbuster films that, I worked on one the other day. I can't talk about it because, but this kind of thing is more interesting to me than even blockbuster films sometimes,
I like that they said record the banal things, but that's something I started doing a couple of years ago. Like, especially whenever I travel, I try to just record banal things because I feel like that's not interesting to me. Well, it's interesting to me now, obviously I'm shooting it, but it's going to be really interesting to people. Like, I love the books that it's like Nashville Then and Now, where it shows Nashville in the 1800s and it shows Nashville now, because I'm like, wow, I mean, I can recognize certain elements of it, and that's really awesome. And I'm like, I wish there was just more, not just landmarks, not, famous people, but just everything. And digital media is a lot. Yeah.
And that's often when I bring this argument up about currency, I think it's vital that we change it. However, people say, well, I don't know if we'll even need currency anymore. Well, I'm saying, well, at least let's change the currency before, So if you're listening, Barack, make a speech about it. Let's talk about not just getting you on the bill, but all kinds of people of all nationalities, because that's what America should be.